Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Adventures Unleashed. This is episode 5, and I know it has been a while, but I've been super busy and just haven't gotten to recording. But we are back on Adventures Unleashed, and today I believe it is time to kind of decorate the little workshop area we have in the back in the mountain, and it's time to at least try to get more iron armor. Let's get right to it. First off, I'm gonna go ahead and make a couple chests as my inventory is very full. Now that that's out of the way, let's do some farming real quick. Now let's breed the cows and make some bread. Guys, now that we've bred the cows and actually crafted some food, I'd say it's time we go mining, as we really need iron and other materials like copper and zinc. First off, we gotta find a cave. Oh, would you look at what I found here? Well, looks like we found a small cave, so it's time to get to mining. Oh, well, look at this guy. That is a big cave. Oh, diamonds! Alright guys, it appears our inventory is full, so I believe that means it is time to head back up to base. I'll meet you there. Well guys, we have made it back to base, and I gotta say, I'd say that was a pretty good mining trip as we got quite a lot of iron, copper, and even some thorium for the Create New Age mod. Now, with that, I believe it is time to start preparing for a steam engine, because eventually what I'd like to do is build a factory, or really a power plant, to then power all of our Create machines. But first, we should probably go fix up our little workshop over there. First, let's start with the floor. Well, not time for the walls. Now, I'd say that's a pretty good looking room. Time to go get some andesite casing so then we can patch up those holes where the gears are. Well, now that we have those holes patched up, I'd say the room is actually looking pretty nice. Now I'd say we try to fix up the outside of it. Now I'd say that's looking pretty good right there. I believe it is time to get to work on a basic steam engine. First, I'm gonna want to crush down some copper. Now that we have our copper, I gotta go craft some barrels. Now that we have our barrels, gotta turn these into fluid tanks. Now I'm gonna need to craft some campfires. Now that we have our 4 campfires, next all we need is the actual steam engine. For the steam engine, we're gonna need some gold plates. And we're probably gonna have 2 steam engines. Now, all I need to do is craft some copper blocks, and now I should be able to craft 2 steam engines. All I have to get now is some mechanical pumps. This should be all we need for a basic steam engine. Now, in order to build this steam engine, we're going to need to first place down our campfires, place the fluid tanks on top of those campfires. Then, what we need to do is take the mechanical pump. We need to then face this. We need this facing inwards, so we will crouch and click on this. We will then take pump pipes and put them facing into the water. Then we can place a cog wheel here and our hand crank here. Then we can place our steam engines right there with shafts coming out of them in order to get the rotation. Now our goal here will be to make this a self-sufficient machine, which means we will need some more cogwheels. Now that we have our 2 cogwheels, we should be able to build a fully self-sustaining steam engine. We just need to connect them on here and get it started. As you can see, our steam engine doesn't work because we're not getting enough water. Now, in order for our steam engine to be self-sufficient, we need to make a more powerful water source, or more intakes for water, which all that means is we need to go get some more water pumps, which means we need some more copper sheets. This should be all we need. Now, all we need to do is turn this hand crank. hopefully this should now be self-sustaining steam engine. Well guys, I believe it is time to craft some create goggles so that we can see how many stress units this is producing. Just place on down our gold ingot here, and now we should be able to make our goggles. And here we are, we have our engineer's goggles. Well, let's put these on and see how many stress units we're getting. Currently, we are only getting 2,000 stress units, but we can always make this bigger, and we can always give it more heat later on, which for right now, this is really all we need. Anyway guys, that will be the end of today's episode. I really hope you did enjoy, and I thank you all for your patience for this episode, as I've been really busy lately. But if you did enjoy today's video, please do consider leaving a like and maybe even subscribing, as that really helps us grow the channel. Peace.